There are moments in life when your heart whispers that more is possible, but your mind quickly interrupts with reasons why it cannot be so. You look at your bills, your debts, the long nights of labor that seem to bring so little return, and you begin to believe the lie that abundance belongs to others but not to you. Yet somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice refuses to be silenced. It tells you that wealth was never meant to be a battlefield, that supply was never meant to be scarce, that you were born into a world overflowing with everything you need. That voice is right. Money is not the enemy. Money is not evil. Money is energy, pure, powerful, and ready to obey the call of the one who dares to speak with authority. The tragedy is that so many live as beggars in a kingdom of plenty because they have not learned the secret. Your words shape your wealth. What you declare, you draw. What you believe enough to speak aloud, you give permission to appear. And today I will give you one sentence, just one, that has the power to change your entire financial destiny. Think about the moments in your life when you were desperate for help. Maybe you didn't know how you would pay the rent. Maybe you had to look into the eyes of your child and wonder how you would feed them tomorrow. Maybe you carried the crushing weight of debt on your shoulders like chains that refused to break. In those moments, did you feel powerless? Did you believe that money was too far, too impossible, too much to ask for? This is where the shift must begin. Because the truth is, money has always been near you. Supply has always been waiting, circling around you like a river that longs to flow into your field. And the gatekeeper has never been the world. It has always been your words. The words you speak are not casual. They are not background noise. They are commands. Every word leaves your lips like a seed and plants itself in the soil of the universe. And seeds do not vanish. They grow, they multiply, they bring forth a harvest. If your harvest has been lack, it is because your seeds have been lack. If your harvest has been struggle, it is because your words have been struggle. Every time you sighed, "I can't afford this," you planted a seed of insufficiency. Every time you muttered, "Money never stays with me," you sowed instability into your future. Every time you joked, "I'm always broke," you stamped poverty into your own destiny. Words are not light, they are heavy with power. They are builders, they are destroyers, they are silent architects shaping your tomorrow. But here is the miracle: just as one sentence of lack can bind you, one sentence of abundance can free you. Just as one seed of despair can grow into years of struggle, one seed of faith can blossom into rivers of wealth. The power has always been in your mouth. You do not need to wait for luck. You do not need to beg someone to rescue you. You do not need to earn 100 degrees or chase endless opportunities. You need only to open your lips and align your words with the law of supply. There is a law that governs money, just as surely as gravity governs the earth. This law is not cruel, not selective, not reserved for the elite. It answers to anyone who understands it. And the law is this: what you speak with faith, you attract. What you affirm with conviction, you create. What you repeat with certainty, you embody. The universe is obedient to the words you send out, because words are vibrations and vibrations draw their match. When you say, "Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily, in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis," you are striking a chord in the unseen that cannot be unheard. Let us break this down. Large sums of money. Do you notice how your body reacts when you say those words? Some people tense up because the phrase feels too big, too bold, too daring. They whisper instead, "I just need enough." But the universe is not moved by timid requests. The universe is not energized by small, fearful wishes. It is stirred by bold declarations. Large sums of money means you are not limiting the supply. You are not asking for scraps, for leftovers, for crumbs that fall from the table. You are declaring that abundance in its fullness belongs to you. And why not? The same force that created the stars, the oceans, the endless galaxies. Do you think it is short on money? Do you think it is offended by your desire to live freely, to give generously, to expand without fear? Large sums of money is the language of faith. It is the language of those who know their worth, quickly and easily. You have been told all your life that money must be hard, that it must cost you sweat and tears, that it must be wrung from you through endless struggle. But this is not truth. Struggle is not holy. Suffering is not proof of worth. Struggle is simply a sign of misalignment. When you align with supply, money flows quickly and easily, not because you are idle, but because you are guided. You step into the right place at the right time. You meet the right people. You stumble into opportunities that feel like miracles. You work with joy, not exhaustion. You create with inspiration, not fear. Quick and easy does not mean without effort. It means without resistance. In increasing quantities, what good is a single blessing that disappears tomorrow? What good is a flash of abundance that leaves you dry the next month? True wealth is not a one-time windfall. It is an ever-growing flow. Increasing quantities means that each day builds on the last. Each blessing expands into more. Each sum multiplies. There is no ceiling, no limit, no end. You are not meant to cycle between feast and famine. You are meant to live in constant increase, where every morning brings more than the day before. From multiple sources, This is where most people chain themselves without realizing it. They cling to one paycheck, one job, as if the entire universe had only one channel. But supply is infinite. It can use any channel it desires. When you affirm multiple sources, you free yourself from dependence on one door. Suddenly, money can flow through gifts, through opportunities, through investments, through ideas, through strangers, through avenues you never imagined. Do not decide how the supply will come. Simply declare that it will come, and let the law surprise you with its creativity, on a continuous basis. This is the crown of the sentence, not a one-time miracle, not a lucky break, not a fleeting moment, continuous. Like the waves of the sea, like the rising of the sun, like the beating of your heart, supply must be ongoing, never-ending, forever flowing. When you affirm continuity, you declare that abundance is not a visitor. It is a permanent resident in your life. So I ask you, how would your life transform if you lived in the reality of this sentence? Picture yourself waking each morning knowing without fear that money is flowing to you. Picture bills arriving, and instead of panic, you smile, because you know the supply is already on its way. Picture yourself giving generously, helping others, blessing your family, not from a place of sacrifice but from overflow. Picture the peace of lying down at night with no worry about tomorrow, because your words have already created a tomorrow of wealth. This is not fantasy. This is law. The only thing that separates you from this reality is your willingness to speak it and believe it. Many people fail because they treat these words as a game, repeating them once or twice, and then rushing to check their bank account, only to despair when nothing has changed. They do not realize that words are seeds, and seeds take time to root. You do not plant an apple seed and demand fruit tomorrow. You trust, you water, you wait. And when the harvest comes, when doubt rises, and it will, you must stand firmer in your words. When your mind whispers, "This is foolish, this is impossible," you must say louder, "Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily." When your circumstances seem unchanged, you must remind yourself that the unseen is shifting even now. Do not dig up your seed with impatience. Speak, believe, wait, receive. That is the rhythm of creation. And as the supply begins to flow, do not forget the key to keeping it: gratitude. Gratitude is the magnet that multiplies money. When even the smallest sum arrives, bless it, thank it, celebrate it. Say, "This is proof that my words are working, and greater is on the way." Gratitude fuels the law of increase. Complaint chokes it. Every time you murmur, "This is not enough," you close the door you just opened. But every time you say, "Thank you for this and thank you for the more that is coming," the door swings wider. And you must also bless the wealth you see in others. Never envy, never curse, never despise. If you see a neighbor prospering, bless them. If you see someone driving the car you desire, say, "Bless them, and bless mine that is on the way." If you see someone living in the house of your dreams, rejoice, because their abundance is proof that the supply is real and available. Envy cuts the flow, blessing multiplies it. Now I want you to imagine something very clearly. Close your eyes if you must. See yourself holding a golden cup beneath a waterfall. The water does not trickle, it pours, it cascades, it roars with endless power. That water is money, flowing from the infinite source into your life. Each time you say the sentence, you lift your cup higher, and the water cannot help but fill it. And as your cup overflows, it spills into the lives of those around you. Your family, your friends, your community. Your abundance becomes their blessing. This is why you must never shrink back from wealth. The more you receive, the more you can give. Large sums of money are waiting for you. They are closer than your next breath. The only question is, will you open your mouth and call them in? Will you dare to speak boldly, believe fully, and refuse to surrender to doubt? Your future is in your words. Your freedom is in your sentence. And the moment you begin to live this truth, everything changes. Think of the child who learns to walk. They stumble, they fall, they cry, but they rise again. Why? Because something within them knows they were born to walk. They do not sit forever in despair after falling once. They rise, they keep stepping, they keep trying, until one day walking becomes effortless. This is exactly how you must treat your sentence of wealth. In the beginning, it may feel strange on your tongue. You may feel clumsy saying it, as though you are pretending. Doubt may laugh at you, whispering, "This is not real." But just as the child keeps stepping until walking becomes natural, you must keep speaking until abundance becomes natural. And it will. There will come a day when the words are no longer affirmations, they will be descriptions of your reality. You will say, "Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily." And your heart will smile, because you know it is true. You will say, "In increasing quantities, from multiple sources on a continuous basis." And you will not just believe it, you will be living it. That is the promise of persistence. So many give up too soon. They speak in faith for a week, for a month, perhaps even for a year, and then, when the first storm comes, they abandon their words and declare the law doesn't work. But the law never fails. It is as sure as the sunrise, as steady as the seasons. The only question is whether you will stay aligned long enough to see the harvest. Imagine the farmer who planted seeds but dug them up after 3 weeks because he grew impatient. Would we call the earth unfaithful? No, we would call the farmer foolish. The same is true of your words. Keep them planted, water them daily. The harvest must come. When you speak the sentence of wealth, you are not simply attracting numbers in a bank account. You are attracting freedom, joy, peace, and the ability to bless others. Too many people worship money or fear it, but money is neither a god nor a demon. It is a servant. It takes the shape of your intentions. In the hands of fear, money can destroy. In the hands of love, money can build. When you call large sums of money into your life, you are not just calling for luxury. You are calling for power, for the ability to heal, to help, to transform lives. Never let guilt or shame silence your desire for wealth. The more you have, the more you can give. The more you overflow, the more you can lift others out of lack. Picture this: a single candle can light another without losing its flame. If it burns brightly, it can light hundreds, thousands, millions of candles, and still it shines. This is wealth. When you are lit with abundance, you ignite abundance in others. Your prosperity is not selfish. It is contagious. Every time you prosper, you prove that it is possible. You become a living testimony that abundance is real, and in your glow, others are warmed, inspired, and lifted. Some of you fear wealth because you fear change. You have grown comfortable in lack, comfortable in scraping by, because at least it is familiar. But do not let fear of change keep you chained. Imagine the bird who stays in the cage. Afraid of the wide open sky, they believe the cage is safe, but the cage is death disguised as comfort. The sky may be vast, but it is where they were born to fly. You, too, were born for the vastness of abundance. The cage of lack may feel familiar, but it was never meant to hold you. Others fear wealth because they fear judgment. What will people say if I suddenly prosper? They wonder. They fear envy, gossip, criticism. But listen closely. Those who truly love you will rejoice in your abundance. And those who do not were never for you in the first place. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable in their shadows. Do not deny your birthright because others prefer to live in lack. Your abundance will inspire those with eyes to see, and for those who cannot, bless them anyway and keep shining. I want you to take a moment and imagine your life if you truly believed this sentence. Not half believed, not whispered it in doubt, but spoke it with the authority of a king, with the faith of a child, with the joy of someone who already holds the gift in their hands. Imagine waking tomorrow and saying aloud, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily, in increasing quantities from multiple sources, on a continuous basis. And knowing in your bones that this is not a wish, it is a law. Imagine how you would walk through your day. Imagine how you would smile when a new opportunity appeared. Imagine how light your heart would feel, how calm your spirit would be, how joyful your giving would become. That life is not a dream. It is waiting for you on the other side of your words. Do not be deceived by appearances. The physical world may look empty, but the unseen is bursting with supply. Think of the radio. Before you turn it on, the room is silent. But does that mean the music is not there? No, the music is in the air, invisible, waiting for you to tune in. The moment you turn the dial, the songs flood the room. Money is the same. It may not yet be in your hand, but it is in the air, in the field of infinite supply, waiting for you to tune in with your words. The sentence is your dial. Speak it, and you tune into the frequency of abundance. And when the money begins to flow, remember this: do not apologize for it. Do not shrink. Do not say, oh, it was just luck. Or I don't know how this happened. Stand boldly and say, yes, this is the harvest of my words. Yes, this is the fruit of my faith. Own your abundance. Wear it without shame. Because as you own it, you give others permission to own theirs. Some of you are wondering, but what if I am in debt? What if I owe so much that I cannot imagine abundance? Let me tell you, this debt is not a chain that binds you forever, and debt is only a shadow, and shadows vanish in light. The light is your words. Each time you declare, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily, you chip away at the shadow of debt. Each time you speak, you invite the law of supply to wipe out what was owed and replace it with overflow. Do not fear the number you see on paper. Speak the truth until the number disappears. I have seen lives transformed by this. I have seen the woman who could not pay her rent begin to speak the sentence daily, only to receive unexpected checks, promotions, and gifts that lifted her into freedom. I have seen the man crushed under business debts begin to affirm, and within months his business turned, new clients poured in, and abundance became his story. These are not accidents, they are the inevitable result of alignment. Now, let us go deep. The sentence works not just because of the words themselves, but because of the faith they awaken in you. When you say, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily, you are not begging, you are claiming. You are declaring that abundance is not far, not difficult, not scarce. You are reminding yourself of the truth, and as your belief deepens, you begin to act differently. You walk with confidence, you make bold moves, you say yes to opportunities, you listen to your intuition, your faith becomes action, and your action draws supply even faster. The universe responds to faith like a magnet. It cannot resist it. When you speak with doubt, your words are weak like seeds cast on stone. But when you speak with faith, your words are alive like seeds planted in rich soil, and the harvest of faith is unstoppable. So I urge you, speak this sentence every day, not as a ritual, but as a declaration of truth. Speak it when you rise to set the tone of your day. Speak it when you rest to anchor your dreams in abundance. Speak it when fear whispers to drown out its lies. Speak it when joy fills you to multiply your joy. Let it become the rhythm of your life, the song of your soul, the drumbeat of your destiny. Large sums of money are already moving toward you. They are circling, gathering, aligning, searching for the open door. Open the door with your words. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Begin today and watch the flow begin. And so, my beloved, I want you to carry this truth with you tonight, tomorrow, and every day that follows. You are not poor. You are not lacking. You are not empty. You are the child of an infinite source, and that source delights in your wealth, your joy, and your expansion. The one sentence I have given you is not magic. It is truth. It is the key that turns the lock. It is the bridge between the seen and unseen. Every time you speak it, you declare that your life is overflowing with riches, that your path is paved with gold, and that large sums of money are finding their way to you right now. Do not question how. Do not measure the steps. Do not calculate with human logic what only divine order can arrange. Your part is to believe, to speak, and to act in harmony with the faith you carry. The universe has already said yes. The treasure has already been prepared. The river of supply has already begun to flow. Your only task is to step into it, to open your arms, and to receive. So tonight, as you close your eyes and breathe deeply, let gratitude rise from your heart. Say the words with authority. Feel them settle into your spirit, and then rest, knowing the work is done. Money is on its way. Prosperity is already yours. Abundance has answered your call. And the world will soon witness the miracle that happens when a soul dares to speak its truth.